Hello children, welcome to Math Park. Today we are going to solve exercise 23C of trigonometric ratios of standard angles, class 9 ICSE concise Selena. This exercise has 15 questions, so it will be solved in two parts. We start with the first part today children, and when you go through this video and if you like it, please see that you share with your friends, and if you are new to the channel, please subscribe. We start with the first question. Solve the following equations for A. So it has 8 subparts. Let us start with the first one. We are given 2 sine A is equal to 1. So what we do, we shift this 2 over here. So we get sine A is equal to 1 upon 2. Now we know that sine 30 is equal to 1 by 2. So this implies A is equal to 30 degree. Okay, let us start with the second part. The second part, it says 2 cos A is equal to 1. So we get cos 2A is equal to 1 upon 2. We know that cos 60 is equal to 1 by 2. So comparing these two equations, we get 2A is equal to 60, or A is equal to 60 upon 2. A is equal to 60 by 2, which is equal to 30 degree. Got it? Let us start with the third part. In the third part, you are given sine 3A. So let us write this. Sine 3A is equal to root 3 by 2. We know that sine 60 is equal to root 3 by 2. Comparing these two equations, we get 3A is equal to 60, or A is equal to 60 upon 3, which is equal to 20. This is how we get the value of A as 20 degree. Let us start with the fourth part of this question. And in the fourth part, you are given sec 2A is equal to 2. So sec 2A is equal sec 2A is equal to 2, and we know that sec 60 is equal to 2. We know that sec 60 is equal to 2. And comparing these two equations, we get 2A is equal to 60, 2A is equal to 60, or A is equal to 60 divided by 2, which is equal to 30 degree. Okay, let's start with the fifth one. In the fifth one, it says root 3 tan A is equal to 1. So root 3 tan A is equal to 1. Shift this root 3 here. So we get tan A is equal to 1 upon root 3. Now we know that tan 30, is equal to 1 upon root 3. So comparing these two equations, we get A is equal to 30 degree. Let us start with the sixth one. And the sixth one, we have tan 3A is equal to 1. Tan 3A is equal to 1. We know that tan 45 is equal to 1. Comparing the equations, we get 3A is equal to 45. And A is equal to 45 divided by 3, which is equal to 15 degree. Seventh one, in seventh one, we have 2 sine 3A is equal to 1. Shift this 2 over here. We get sine 3A is equal to 1 upon 2. And we know that sine 30 is equal to 1 upon 2. So comparing the equations, we get 3A is equal to 30, or A is equal to 30 divided by 3, which is equal to 10 degree. The last part, that is the eighth one of this question, we have root 3 cot 2A is equal to 1. Shift this root 3 here. We get cot 2A is equal to 1 upon root 3. We know that cot 60 is equal to 1 upon root 3. So this implies 2A. This 2A is equal to 60 degree, and A is equal to 60 upon 2, which is equal to 30. So this have been done with the first question. Moving to the question number 2. Calculate the value of A if sine A minus 1 into 2 cos A minus 1 is equal to 0. So we start with the first one. So we say if we can any one, when the product of two numbers is 0, any of the one is going to be 0. So if we take sine A, so if we take sine A sine A minus 1 is equal to 0. So if sine A minus 1 is equal to 0, you get sine A is equal to 0 plus 1, which is 1. And we know that sine 90 degree is equal to 1. Comparing this, we get A is equal to 90 degree. And then if we take 2 cos A minus 1 is equal to 0, we get 2 cos A is equal to 0 plus 1, which is 1. and cos A is equal to 1 upon 2. We know that cos 60 is equal to 1 by 2. Comparing the equations, we get A is equal to 60. So for first one, either we get A is equal to 90 or we get A is equal to 60. Okay, moving to the second part. In the second question, you have tan A minus 1 times cos 3A minus 1 is equal to 0. So if tan A minus 1 is equal to 0, we get tan A is equal to 1 and tan 45 is equal to 1. So this implies A is equal to 45 degree. And in the second case, if we take cosec 3A, cosec 3A minus 1 is equal to 0, we get cosec 3A is equal to 1. We know that cosec 90 is equal to 1. We know that cosec 90 is equal to 1. Comparing the equations, we get 3A is equal to 90. So A is equal to 90 by 3, which is 30 degree. So for the second case, we got A is equal to 45 or A is equal to 30. Let us start with the third part of this. Third one, we have sec 2A minus 1 or cosec 3A minus 1. The product of this is 0. So if we take sec 2A minus 1 is equal to 0, we get sec 2A is equal to 1. Now we know that sec 0, we know that sec of 0 degree is equal to 1. This implies 2A is equal to 0 or A is equal to 0 upon 2, which is 0 degree. And if we take cosec 3A minus 1 is equal to 0, just now we have solved it here. Again, let us do it. Cosec 3A minus 1 is equal to 0. We get cosec 3A is equal to 1. We know that cosec 90 is equal to 1. Comparing this, we get 3A is equal to 90 or A is equal to 90 by 3, which is equal to 30 degree. Got it? So we have done with the third one. So let us start with the fourth question. We start with the fourth question. We have cos 3A into 2 sin A minus 1 is equal to 0. So if cos 3A, so product of this, so any of this can be 0. If cos 3A is equal to 0, we know that cos of 0 is equal to cos 3 is equal to 0. We know that cos of 90 is equal to 0. Cos of 90 is equal to 0. Compare these two equations, we get 3A is equal to 90 or A is equal to 90 by 3, which is equal to 30 degree. And if we take 2 sin A minus 1 is equal to 0. So if 2 sin A minus 1 equal to 0, we get 2 sin A is equal to minus 1 goes here, it becomes plus 1. Sin A is equal to 1 by 2. Sin 30 is equal to half. So this implies A is equal to 30 degree. Got it? The fifth one, we have cosec 2A minus 2. So if we take cosec 2A minus 2 is equal to 0, we get cosec 2A minus 2 goes here, it becomes plus 2. Cosec 2A is equal to 2. We know that cosec 30 is equal to 2. Comparing the equations, we get 2A is equal to 30 or A is equal to 30 by 2, which is equal to 15 degree. If we take cot 3A minus 1 is equal to 0. So if cot 3A minus 1 is equal to 0, we get cot 3A is equal to 1. So we know that cot 45 is equal to 1. Compare the equations, we get 3A is equal to 45. So A is equal to 45 by 3, which is equal to 15 degree. Got it? So we did with question 2. Let us move on to question number 3. We have 2 sin x minus 1 is equal to 0 and x is an acute angle. Find sin x, cos x and tan x. Now 2 sin x minus 1 is equal to 0. So we get 2 sin x is equal to 1 and we have sin x is equal to 1 by 2. So we know this is equal to sin 30 degree. Compare this, we get x is equal to 30. We got x is equal to 30. The second part we have done. And then sin x is equal to, so sin 30. So this is how we get sin of 30 is equal to half. We did with the first part also, that is sin x is equal to half. And the third part here now, it is cos x. So we have cos of 30 is equal to root 3 by 2. We know that cos 30 is root 3 by 2. And then we are asked to find tan x. So the second part, that is the tan x. In the third part, the tan x, that is tan of 30 is equal to 1 upon root 3. Question number 4. 4 cos square x minus 1 is equal to 0 and 0 less than equal to x less than equal to 90. This means that x lies between 0 and 90. That is, x is an acute angle. Find x. So 4 cos square x minus 1 is equal to 0. So we take minus 1 that side. We get 4 cos square x is equal to 1. So we get cos square x is equal to 1 by 4. Let us take square root. So take square root of both sides. We get cos x is equal to 1 by 2. Root of 1 by 4 is 1 by 2. Now we have cos 60 is equal to 1 by 2. This implies the first part we have done, that x is equal to 60 degree. Now if x is equal to 60 degree done, let us do sine square x plus cos square x. That is sine square 60 plus cos square 60. So sine 60 is root 3 by 2 and square. So let us square this. Plus cos 60 is half, so square of this. Root 3 ka square is 3, 2 square is 4. So root 3 by 2 square is 3 by 4 plus 1 by 4, which is 3 by 4 plus 1 by 4 is 4 by 4 and which is equal to 1. The third one, we have 1 upon cos square x. So 1 upon cos square x, I can write it as 1 upon cos square x is sec square x. So instead of this cos square x, I can write sec square x minus tan square x. Because 1 upon cos square x is nothing but sec square x. Now let us put the values here. So we have x value we have found out to be 60 degree. So we get sec square 60 minus tan square 60. Now the sec 60, the value of a sec 60 is 2. So we have sec 60 is 2. So 2 square minus tan 60 is your value of tan 60 is root 3. So we have root 3 square. So this is 2 square is 4. Root 3 square is 3. And 4 minus 3 is 1. So this is how we get sec square x minus tan square x is equal to 1. This is one of the identity. And sin square x plus cos square x is equal to 1. This is also one of the trigonometric identities which you will be needing further to prove trigonometric ratios. Okay, now fifth question we have, if 4 sin square theta minus 1 is equal to 0, angle theta is less than 90, that means it is an acute. Find the value of theta and hence the value of cos square theta plus tan square theta. Now 4 sin square theta minus 1 is equal to 0. So we get 4 sin square theta is equal to 1. So we have sin square theta is equal to 1 by 4. Take square root of both sides. Taking square root of both sides, we get sin theta. Sin square theta ka square root is sin theta. And 1 by 4 square root is half. Now we know that sin 30 is equal to half. Comparing the equations, we get theta is equal to 30 degree. Now we found the theta. Now we are asked to find the value of cos square theta minus plus tan square theta. Sorry. Cos square theta plus tan square theta. Let us find out. So we have cos theta, that is value of theta is 30. So cos square 30 plus tan square 30. Now cos 30 is root 3 by 2, the square of this. And tan 30 is 1 upon root 3 and the square because it is tan square 30. So we get this as root 3 by 2 square is 3 upon 4 plus 1 by 3. Let us take the LCM. So LCM is 12 here. So you'll have to multiply by 3 here, multiply by 4 and multiply by 4 here. So you get 3 times 3 is 9, 4 times 1 is 4. So 9 plus 3 3s are 9 and 4 1s are 4. So it becomes 13 upon 12, which can be written in the mixed fraction as 12, 1 by 12. Got it? So we have question number 6. If sine 3a is equal to 1 and a lies between 0 and 90, that is a is an acute, find sine a cos 2a tan square a minus 1 upon cos square a. So first one, it is sine, we have to find sine a. So we have given sine 3a is equal to 1. We know that sine 90 is equal to 1. So sine 90 is equal to 1. This implies 3a is equal to 90 and we get a is equal to 90 by 3, which is equal to 30 degree. Now the first part we are asked to find sine A. So it is sine 30 and sine 30 is equal to 1 by 2. The second one cos 2A. So it is cos of 2 times 30. So which is cos 60 and cos 60 is equal to 1 by 2. Cos 60 is again 1 by 2. The third one, we have tan square A. So it is tan square 30 because A value is 30 minus 1 upon cos square A. Now for 1 upon cos square A, I can write 1 upon cos square A is sec square A. That becomes easy to write the reciprocal. So sec square A is going to be sec square 30. Let us put the values. Tan 30 is 1 upon root 3 square of this. And sec 30 is 2 upon root 3 and then the square of this. So let us take the square of 1 upon root 3 is 1 by 3. 2 upon root 3 square is 4 upon 3. Since the denominator is same, we can just add or subtract the numerators. 1 minus 4, you get minus 3 by 3 and which is equal to minus 1. So this is how we got the value of the third one as minus 1. Question number 7. 2 cos 2a is equal to root 3. A is acute and again find this. So if 2 cos 2a is equal to root 3, we get cos 2a is equal to root 3 by 2. So we know that cos of 30 is equal to root 3 by 2. So from comparing these equations, we get 2a is equal to 30 or a is equal to 30 by 2, which is 15. So this is the first part done. Secondly, we are asked to find sine 3a. So which is sine of 3 times 15, which is sine 45 and sine 45 is 1 upon root 2. So the third one now, let us put the values here. Sine square 75 minus a. So we write sine square 75 minus 15 plus cos square 45 plus a. So 45 plus 15, we are putting the value of a as 15. So 75 minus 15, we get sine square 60 minus cos square, plus cos square 60. Already we know that sine square theta plus cos square theta is 1. Let us put the value. Sine 60 is root 3 by 2 square of this plus cos 60 is half and the square of this. Root 3 square is 3, 2 square is 4. So square of this is 3 by 4. Square of half is 1 by 4. So which is 4 upon 4 and that is 1. Question number 8. If sin x plus cos y is equal to 1 and x is equal to 30, find the value of y. So let us solve it. The first one. So we get sine of x. So sine x, let us put the value of x as 30. So we get sine 30 plus cos y is equal to 1. Now sine 30 is half plus cos y is equal to 1. So we get cos y is equal to 1 minus half, which is half. Now cos of 60 is equal to half. So this implies, compare these two equations, we get y is equal to 60 degree. We got the value of y as 60. Let us do the second part. We have 3 tan A minus 5 cos B is equal to root 3. So let us solve this further. We know that B is 90. So 3 tan A minus 5 cos 90 minus 5 cos of B. So cos of 90, we are putting the value of B as 90 is equal to root 3. Now cos 90 is 0. Cos 90, since cos 90 is 0, we get 3 tan A is equal to root 3 because cos 90 is equal to 0. So this term is going to be 0. So we get tan A is equal to root 3 by 3. Root 3 by 3. And we are asked to find the value of A. Let us rationalize this. We will just multiply by root 3. We are actually rationalizing the numerator here. So root 3, we are multiplying by root 3 and dividing by root 3. So root 3 into root 3 is 3 upon 3 root 3. So this 3 and 3 got cancelled. We got tan A is equal to 1 upon root 3. And we know that tan 30 is equal to 1 upon root 3. This implies A is equal to 30 degree. Moving to question number 9. So from the given figure, find cos x 1 upon tan square x minus 1 by sin square x and use the tan x to find the value of y. So if here you are given the hypotenuse is 20, x value is given, the angle x is an acute and this is y. So which values are known based on that? We know that SOHCAHTOA, I have told you so many times, SOHCAHTOA. So that is cos. We will be now, since to find the value of x, we will be using the cos ratio. So we will use cos x for this triangle. So we have cos x is adjacent upon hypotenuse. So adjacent is 10 upon hypotenuse is 20. So which is equal to half. So we got cos x is equal to half. And since cos of 60 is equal to half, we get x is equal to 60 degree. So we got cos x and we got x. Now let us do the third part. So the third part, it is 1 upon tan square x. Now 1 upon tan square x is cot square x. So 1 upon tan square is cot square x. 1 upon sine square x is cosec square x. So I'll write minus cosec square x. So let us put the value of x now. So we have cot square 60 minus cosec square 60. So cot 60, the value of cot 60 is 1 upon root 3 and square, so we square this. And cosec square 60, the value of cosec square 60 is 2 upon root 3. So 2 upon root 3 and the square of this. So which we get it as 1 upon root 3 square is 1 upon 3 minus 2 square is 4 and root 3 square is 3. So 1 minus 4, we get minus 3 by 3, which is minus 1. So we have done with the third part. Let us do the fourth part now. Let's solve the last part. We have calculated the value of x as 60. Use tan x. So we know that tan x, which is tan 60, and tan 60 is tan of x is opposite by adjacent. So which is AB upon BC, which is y upon 10. Tan 60 is root 3. The value of tan 60 is root 3 is equal to y by 10. So we get y is equal to 10 root 3. This 10 moves over here. So we can keep this as 10 root 3, or you can put the value of root 3. We can put the value of root 3 as 1.732. 1.732, which can be taken as 17.32. So either you can keep it over here this much, or you can find it 7 centimeters. So this is how we have done with 9 questions, children. And question number 10 to 15 will be solved in the second part of this video. So if you like the video, please see that you share with your friends. And if you are new to the channel, please subscribe. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.